We are living in the age of a miracle, a computer program that can write poetry, code software, and pass the bar exam. It feels like magic. And because it feels like magic, companies are pouring trillions of dollars into it. But there is a dirty little secret behind the curtain, a secret that Wall Street is trying very hard to ignore. Right now, the smartest artificial intelligence in the world is also the dumbest business model in history. Every time you ask ChatGPT to write a funny email, every time you generate an image of a cat in a spacesuit, the company providing that service is losing money. They aren't just losing a little bit, they are burning cash at a speed we have never seen before. Yet, their stock prices keep going up. Why? Are they geniuses playing 4D chess? Or are we watching the biggest financial bubble since the dot-com crash of 2000? Today, we are going to look at the math that doesn't add up. Welcome to the AI casino. Let's see who goes broke first. To understand why AI loses money, we have to go back to the gold rush. In the 1850s, thousands of people rushed to California to get rich. Most of them found nothing. They died poor. But do you know who got filthy rich? The guy selling the shovels. In the AI world, the gold is the software, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. But the shovel is the microchip, specifically the GPU. This is an Nvidia H100. It is the engine of modern AI, and it is expensive, like luxury car expensive. To build a decent AI model, you don't need one of these. You need 10,000 of them. Let's do the napkin math. Meta, Facebook, recently bought 350,000 of these chips at roughly $30,000 a pop. That is over $10 billion just for the chips. That doesn't include the building, the cables, or the engineers paid $500,000 a year to plug them in. Now, here's the problem. When you type a Google search, it costs Google almost nothing, a fraction of a cent. But when you ask an AI a question, the computer has to think. That thinking, what we call inference, requires massive computing power. Some estimates say an AI search costs 10 to 100 times more than a regular Google search. So imagine you run a bakery. Imagine it costs you $10 to bake a cupcake, but the market says you can only sell it for $5. The more cupcakes you sell, the faster you go bankrupt. This is the unit economics problem. OpenAI reportedly spent $700,000 a day just to keep ChatGPT running in the early days. That bill has only gone up. They charge you $20 a month for a subscription, but if you are a power user, if you use it all day long, you're actually costing them more than $20. And we haven't even talked about the electricity yet, because these chips don't just eat money, they eat the electric grid. AI chips run hot, extremely hot. To keep them from melting, you need massive air conditioning systems. A single AI query uses enough electricity to power a light bulb for 20 minutes. We used to worry about Bitcoin mining using too much energy. AI is making Bitcoin look like an energy-efficient hobby. Tech companies are now realizing there isn't enough electricity in the grid to power their future plans. This is not a joke. Amazon recently bought a data center connected directly to a nuclear power plant. Microsoft is trying to restart the 3 Mile Island nuclear reactor. They're becoming energy companies just to keep the chatbots alive. So let's recap the costs. Billions for chips, billions for energy, billions for talent. With costs this high, surely they're making massive profits, right? Wrong. Most AI companies are currently loss leaders. They are subsidizing the cost of your usage, hoping that eventually the cost of technology will come down, or that you'll get so addicted you'll pay anything. It's the classic Silicon Valley playbook. Uber did it, WeWork did it. Burn cash to get users, figure out how to make money later. But AI is different. Uber just had to pay drivers. AI has to pay for the literal infrastructure of the future. So why do they keep spending? Why not stop? Because they are trapped in a game of chicken. If Google stops spending, Microsoft takes the lead. If Microsoft stops, Meta takes the lead. They are terrified of becoming the next Kodak or Blockbuster. so they have no choice. They have to burn $50 billion a year, even if they don't know how to make it back yet. It is an arms race where the weapons are incredibly expensive, and nobody knows if they even work yet. But there is another threat, a threat that makes all this spending look even crazier. What if the software becomes free? In business, you want a moat, something that protects you from competition. For a long time, the moat for AI was that it was too hard to build. Only Google and OpenAI had the brains and the money. Then something happened. Meta, Facebook, released their model, Llama, for free. Suddenly, random kids in their basements were building AI models that were almost as good as the billion-dollar ones. This destroys the economics. If OpenAI spends $10 billion to build a model, and next week a free version comes out that's 90% as good, how did they charge you for it? Prices race to the bottom. And let's be honest, what are we actually using this super intelligence for? Are we curing cancer? Are we solving cold fusion? Mostly we are generating marketing emails and summarizing meetings that could have been emails. The use case gap is real. Goldman Sachs recently released a report asking a simple question: will AI ever pay off? They estimated that the industry needs to generate $600 billion in new revenue just to break even on the hardware they bought this year. Right now, we are not even close to that number. We are building a Ferrari to deliver a pizza. It works, it's fast, but the economics don't make sense. This looks familiar. In 1999, companies added .com to their name and their stock tripled. They spent billions laying fiber optic cables across the ocean. They were right about the internet. The internet did change the world, but most of the companies went to zero. The infrastructure they built, the cables, stayed, but the investors lost everything. We are likely heading for the same thing. The crash happens when Wall Street asks not how cool is it, but where is the profit? And that day is coming. So what does this mean for you? Should you stop using AI? No, use it. In fact, enjoy it. Because right now, venture capitalists are subsidizing your productivity. But understand the game being played. The big tech giants, Microsoft, Google, Apple, they have enough cash to survive a crash. They can afford to burn billions. But the startups, the middlemen, many of them will disappear. When the hype cycle breaks, the fake profit vanishes, and we will be left with the tools that actually create value, not just the ones that look cool in a demo. AI is not a bubble like crypto NFTs were a bubble. The technology is real, it works, but the business model is a bubble, and bubbles always burst. Until these companies figure out how to lower the energy cost, or until they find a killer app that makes trillions, we are watching the most expensive science experiment in human history. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand the money behind the tech, you know what to do. We draw the economy so you don't have to read the spreadsheets. Click subscribe and let me know in the comments, do you think AI is a bubble or the new industrial revolution? I'll see you in the next one.